Hey, what is up, your Rainbow Royalty? I'm Miss Explains and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be continuing on about gender identities. So let's just hop right into it. So the first one we're going to be talking about is gender apathetic, which is where you don't really resonate or care about any particular gender to present yourself or label yourself as. So you just don't care what people think of you. You just do whatever you want, and you don't really care about your gender or what people think of you as. The next one is androgyne. So this one is either being like simultaneously male and female, which can also be known as bigender, or it is being like in between male and female. It depends on the person, and it's just having like that feminine or masculine trait kind of being in between there, both of them, etc. And for androgyne, it's actually under non-binary. And one that is similar is intergender, which is exclusively being in between male and female with your gender. So for a demigender, this is where you feel you are more strongly connected to one gender, but you still have some connection with another gender. So, for example, like the most typical ones are demigirl or demiboy. I'm just going to use demiboy for this example. So when you're a demiboy, for the most part, you feel like your gender is a guy, but you still somewhat resonate with the girl gender. So for a Graygender, this is where someone has a weak like gender identification of themselves. So it is a very weak feeling with how they identify with their gender. So how they identify is just a very weak feeling of that gender when they're a Graygender. So Maverique is a gender that is just completely outside of any of like the societal like gender bounds. So it's out of the social bounds of gender. And for Novigender, this is where someone's gender is so complex that it's difficult or even like impossible to describe in just one term. So this is for people that just have a very nuanced idea of what their gender is, but it's just not really possible to put into one or two words. And then under the whole gender fluid spectrum, there's a few of them. So Genderfaun is where somebody feels most genders except anything to do with femininity. So Genderdoe is where somebody has their gender, but it is not in the masculinity area. Genderflor is where somebody does not feel masculinity or femininity or anything male or female. So those are all the terms I have for you today. So hopefully you enjoyed or learned something. If you have any questions, please ask in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.